All right. So we're not going to take any trades on, well, we're not going to take any initial trades at the open here, just because I need to see what's going on in the market. I need to understand, where I'm messing up or what exactly I'm doing wrong, or just look for patterns in general that I can correct or take good opportunities on. So give me just a second. There we go. Okay, so just got my Twitch chat set up. DPRO is the one I'm really watching at the moment. We also have ENSV, HLBZ, and NRSN on watch. But those were like, most of them were pretty below VWAP, I'd say, and I just didn't like them too much. DPRO, well, really, I don't like hardly any of them, if I'm being honest. I don't really like any of the stocks today, but I am just gonna keep them on watch just to see what's here, see what's going on. This one, let me see, has a high about 350, I'd say, but I don't know. Huge seller stacked at 30 there, but almost all of it got taken out. So let's see if this next candle can get a pullback. I'm willing to buy the pullback here if it does. Having a hard time moving that 30 seller. So there's a break at 30 and an immediate rejection back down to 25. Very choppy, whippy price action here. Don't really like to see that. I still like the 5 and 10 minute on it though. Daily has a weird setup. I'm not sure what to think about it. It's coming into a lot of resistance here. And then we still have room. Once we break that resistance, we still have room all the way up to about 370. Or even higher, let me see. Well, basically close to 4, around 380. So here's our first pullback candle. Pulling back quite a bit though. So if we can keep this sideways momentum, I wouldn't want to see it break this 1 minute high. That would kind of suck. But if it can keep this sideways momentum here, that'd look really good. PCT is also hitting the scans. Has a really high float though, about 78 million. NRSN is also hitting the scans, but that one's deep below VWAP, so I'm not really sure what to think about that one either. So there it broke this last 1 minute high. Didn't really want to see that. We got the next 5 minute opening up within a minute. So massive rejection there. It just broke 36 and then all the way back down to 25, then back up to 36. So I'm already not liking the price action on this one. This one's really whippy. I don't know. I was hoping for a better entry. So there, broke the last 1 minute high again. We're gonna get a rip through 50 though. Huge sellers stacked at 50. PCT is also hitting the scans once more. So there's a break at 350. Let's see if we get a rejection here or not. So I am going to need a pullback for sure, just because the next 5 minute candle is going to open. I wouldn't want to see this next 5 minute high just break. That would kind of suck. I'd want to see it pull back some. So there, it literally just broke. So, oh well. I'm not going to get in this high. I'm not going to chase it up here. If it gets in a halt, oh well, I missed the whole move. But I'm not going to chase it up here. It's gonna let it do its thing. Missing this whole move. I'm already feeling a little bit of FOMO. Could have definitely taken an entry at 350 there, but I was hoping for a better pullback on the 1 minute. What I'm hoping is that this one's not going to reject all the way down to 350 in one candle, and then we have a massive doji. That would really suck. We have a huge tail in this 1 minute. That would actually really suck, and I would not know where I want to trade it at this point. But thankfully this one's finishing pretty high. I still want to pull back. I'm not going to trade it yet. I'm going to trade it up here. It's just too extended for me at this point. I need to wait it out. Coming into our second resistance level up here around 380. And here's our first pullback. So there's a drop to 355. And then after that, once we break 4, we're basically free. Depending on where this one finishes, I might take an entry around 370, but we'll see how high it finishes for this next 1 minute open. If it rips green here, that's going to kind of suck. Definitely wouldn't want to see that either, because then I completely miss my opportunity. So, well, I didn't mean to enter this early, but I guess I'll take it. So already a first mistake, entered way too early on it. And you're gonna have to stop out here at this 1 minute low, most likely. So it's a 2 candle pullback so far. We haven't actually broke the last 1 minute low. In at 72, so I didn't mean to enter this high. I wanted to pull back some more and then take an entry, but oh well, looks like I'm stuck in this one now. So big seller stacked at 70. Hasn't broken yet. 73 is really stacked. 72. Let's see if we get the break at 73. 74, nice. I kind of want to wait this out for the rip through 4. But the way it's choppy up here, well, actually, I'm going to wait for the next 1 minute. Because this next 1 minute is going to finish pretty high, is what it's looking like. There's 75 for a second. See if we get the push to 380. It's pulling back some. Okay, pulling back a lot more than I would like on this candle. I wanted to see it rip almost immediately. Gonna have to stop out here most likely. Wait it out. It's a market order fill at the bottom there. I don't know if I want to exit my trade already or not. So it did break that last 1 minute low, but didn't hold. It's still up here in the 70s. So real question is, should I wait it out and hold this position for a break through 380, or is this my time to stop out already? So decreasing red volume. MACD is curling. If it breaks this 1 minute low, I'm out. So I'm stopping out there at 358. Had to hit the bid. So about a 12-cent loss there. Again, it was completely my mistake by entering that early. I knew it was going to be a mistake entering that early, especially with how extended it already was. I should have known that it wasn't going to continue ripping. I didn't expect to enter that early. I just kind of put my hand on the key to buy, and then I just pressed it, right? So look at that. I hate that when it stop out and then it goes without me. There's 80 now. It's Jesus. That's the break I was looking for, and as soon as it broke 80, hit 84, and a massive rejection back to 50. So that's pretty disgusting. I hate to see it regardless. Oh, I hate when I stop out for a loss and then it rips. It's like, oh man, that's the most frustrating thing I'd say. Good thing is that the 10 minute finished within itself, so we can actually see a 10-minute high break of 84. We can see a retest, especially if this candle can hold. So it did hit our support line, and now it popped all the way back up here. It actually didn't just continue flushing. Real question is, how long is it going to hold its level? So far it's holding 50, and I like that, but it's coming all the way down to the low 50 area. So I'm going to take an entry here at 57. I'm liking how it's just holding 50. It's not rejecting entirely. So I'm in, I don't want to say pretty high, but I do like that it's holding this level here. So let's see if we can get a break through 70. 65, 66. I want to see that 70 break. Still gonna wait it out a bit. It's coming all the way back down to 50, but it's still holding this level. You can potentially see it on this next 1 minute. Might have to stop out here actually. It's coming down to 57 now. A lot of sellers starting to stack up here. 61, 62. Coming up to the last 5 seconds. 59, 58. Now it's finishing really low. So stopping out here at 62. Well, couldn't get filled there. So there I got filled, and it's gonna rip without me, I'm sure. It's gonna kind of suck if this one goes. Oh man. Stopped out at 62 because it just wasn't breaking. There's so many sellers stacked, especially around 70. There's so many sellers stacked. It's just so difficult. Well, that's weird. I only made like $5 on this. Jesus. So that wasn't a big gain at all. DPRO is the only one hitting the scans at the moment, so I was expecting a little more from that trade there, but maybe we can get in again here. I do like how high this one's finishing at the moment, so we'll get in again at 62. See if we get the break of 70 finally. It's been holding this level for quite some time. Once we get that break, we're gonna have to step out quick though, because you already know what happened 3 times back to back. And it's about to break this 1 minute low. If it breaks, I'm out. $62 again. Man, this one's just so choppy in this little area here. I'm gonna stop out. I'm just gonna take the loss. So good stop. It's a good thing I stopped right there. It was kind of forming similar to yesterday. It was kind of staircasing down. Here's what it's looking like. I realized that, but I wanted to see if we can get a last minute pop through 70, just because it was holding this level 3 different times. But obviously it wasn't working out, so I had to stop out there. But look at that. I was down 32, now I'm down 52 just because of the commissions. That's insane. So, oh well. But nothing else is hitting the scans. It's kind of it for the scans. I'm still interested in the 10 minute. The 10 minute still looks pretty good in my opinion. I don't know how we're gonna do it though. High of this 10 minutes 67, high of this one's 84. So with this 1 minute chart here, it's not looking the best. The next 5 minute candle is gonna open here. High of this candle is 67 as well. So that's right about here in this level. As long as we can break that level on a 5 minute, then we should be good. But what this 5 minutes gonna have to do is break this low. If somehow it can just break it and hold up there, that'd be great too. But I would prefer to see it break this low, maybe come near view up and then shoot all the way back up. it'd have to show some strength. If not, touch a support line here at 343 and then pop all the way back up to 360. That would look pretty good in my opinion. But right now it seems to be holding this level pretty well. See if we can pop up to 67, there's 61, 62, 63. Huge seller stacked here. Huge seller stacked at 66, 68 as well. So far it's holding this level. 64 now. This one's just so thickly traded. It's so difficult for me to trade. I'm not used to a stock like this, that's for sure. Good thing though is even on its big drops, even on these big drops, I'm stepping out pretty quick, I'd say. And I'm not losing a lot of money. It's really not a lot to lose on this one. Main thing I'm actually losing on is commissions, I'd say. I'm down $30 in commissions. So I don't know if it broke the higher double top there. So it broke its 5 minute by 1 cent, which really does suck to see. And now it's just pulling back. So I don't know. We'll go ahead and check out the other stocks. Let's see what else we got. We got ENSV that we had on watch. This one, nothing's going on with it. Not really interested at the moment. HLBZ, same situation. NRSN, same thing. This one, for me, this one has to get above VWAP. I'd really like to see this one above VWAP, and it could potentially do it on both the 5 and 10 minute, but this needs to finish pretty high. Okay, I don't know. I'm not feeling it on right now though. HRT, this one's hitting the scans. Pretty light on volume. Spreads are pretty big, about 10 cents, 11 cents. But it does look pretty good. I'm not against this one. Where could I enter though if I am gonna take a trade on it? Very light on volume. I'm willing to try this one out though. It's finishing kind of low here. Don't want to see a break below 16. High is 41. It's at 601. Not sure if there's any news on it. So I'll take my entry here at 618. Looking for the next 1 minute high to break. So I actually wanted to take it at 613, but doesn't look like I want to get that. There's 630 now. See if we get the rip of 1650. I'm just gonna try and sell it here, I guess. Seems like it's having a hard time breaking. Well, I'm not gonna get filled, that's for sure. It's too light on volume. I'm kind of expecting this one to flush on me through 16. There it is. So not a flush, but let's see if I can stop out with the a 10 cent loss. If it pops to 1608 here. Hopefully I can get filled on that. It's teasing me here at 1607. I just need 1 cent, 1 cent pop and I'm good. I want to look at LLL. LLL is hitting the scans here as well. Still want to stop out of this one with a massive loss. See if I can move my order to 1607. See if I can get filled here. 1606. This is the downside about trading on such light volume stocks. I thought I had a good setup. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna cancel my order. Now I'm seeing some strength in it. So Cancel my order there. See if we can get a rip through 1650 now. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna stop it out. I'm gonna try and sell at 1630. We're gonna try and get out of this one. I had seen some strength on the 1 minute. Let's cancel it. Let's try to sell at 28 now. Seen some strength on the 1 minute. And instead of stopping out right there, you know, now I'm trying to stop it a little higher, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna get filled here either, which kind of sucks. I'm in it for the 5 minute at this point. Also 10 minute. 10 minute doesn't look too bad, but it might actually gonna get filled up here. That's the real question. Super light on volume. Not a lot of movement up here, so I'm kind of stuck. See if this next 1 minute can do it for me. Yikes, immediately tanking on me down to 16. Not what I was hoping to see. Meanwhile, LLL is moving up without me. See if I can just get out here at the 4-cent loss. That'd be great as well. I don't want to just hit the bid because that's already an 18-cent loss. I'm trying to just sell in the ask here, but it seems like every time I'm trying to sell, there's more sellers stacking up. Everybody's just trying to get out of it. Try to sell at 13. Everybody has the same idea. Once it moves down, they just stack up there on the next cent. So the next 1 minute just open, and this thing's gonna drop. I finished low on this 1 minute, and it's not looking good for me. 1605 now. Yikes. 1613. All I need is that one break right there. There we go. I finally got filled. Oh my gosh, that took forever. So that's exactly why I don't like to trade light volume stocks, because I get stuck in positions like that. That was a huge gamble, because at any time this thing could have dropped to 1550 and I would have been done. I would have had to hit the bid, and the bid would have most likely been below 1550. Like, this thing could have just tanked. That was a huge risk. I've in a live account, I've done this several times, but I'll tell you what, not worth. It's super risky. It's not fun to be stuck in something like that. You see how many times I cancel my order down here. I mean, I try to exit. Yeah, I'm trying to exit on the ask. That's another problem, but oh man, I tried. It's a massive rip on the daily here, from 2 all the way to 370 now. That's a big rip. So let's see if I can get it on this next 1 minute for the break of 4. So today's strategy is kind of like every other day at this point. We're going for the next 1 minute high. It's 52 here. We need the next 1 minute to open. I want to get on the next 1 minute to break 4. If it does it here, then I'll try it again. Try to get in at 91, and I didn't get filled. Didn't get filled at 91 at all, which sucks. So there's a whole move there without me, and it's probably gonna go straight into a halt. Halt level's literally right there. Dang, that actually sucks. A little slow on my entry, I guess. Next 5 minute opens here. See if it can dip down to 4 and we can take another entry. It's already pretty extended, I'd say, too. But we can still see a little bit of a push, I'm sure. Maybe some sideways consolidation. That could work too. Just gonna wait it out. Could take an entry. Just gonna wait it out. There's 45. Let's see if this thing actually gets halted. It doesn't seem like it wants to get halted, but it just might. We're right there at the halt level. It's 45. Now I've moved again. 57 on the ask. 57 on the bid now. Now they're starting to stack up here. So now it's getting halted. Yeah, now it's for sure getting halted. So that sucks. Missed my entry there at 391. It almost got filled, but missed my entry there. That would have been a huge move from 391 all the way to 457. Wow. What an opportunity I missed. That sucks. Meanwhile, let's go check on PCT. This one's also in the scans. Don't really care for this one. DPRO. This one's now below VWAP, so I don't care about this one anymore. ENSV. Same thing, it's just selling off. HLBZ. There. Okay, yeah, I'm not feeling this one either. It's pretty dead. NRSN. Okay, this one's attempted 2 times to curl above VWAP. Maybe 3 actually, so 1, 2, and 3. Now it's pulling back again. However, it's still holding these lows, so it's making higher lows every time. So not significantly higher lows, but it hasn't ripped and broken through 460 yet. So this one's just holding this level. I think we can potentially see a push here. It's just sideways at the moment. The only thing I don't like is the 10-minute candle. 5-minute doesn't really look the best either, but I do like how I said how it's holding these levels. So let me see if I can draw something out here. So it's going to take a little longer than usual, but this thing is setting up, I believe, for a push, if not a push up or push down. I think it's going to break through VWAP. I would prefer to see a breakthrough VWAP. And then we can definitely see a move higher after that, because our next resistance level is at 540. And then our next one after that should be up here, I'd say 560, 570. And then we got another one up here. Wow, FRGE just got halted as well. Let's go check this one out. We're gonna wait for NRSN to set up here, and we'll go ahead and look at this one a little later. FRGE just got halted. I don't know what the news is on this one, but this one looks really fun to trade. Let's check out the news. No news. So maybe there is, but it's definitely not popping up here for me. HRT. So HRT still chopping around here. There's a little more volume, but it's hitting the scans once more. So I don't think I'll be trading this one anymore, just because it took me forever to get filled there. I was stuck in that one. DPRO for potential curl here, but I'm really not interested in that 10-minute. LLL should resume in about 2 more minutes, I'd say. And the last one that we're going to watch is NRSN. So NRSN's touching view up here. I do like the next 5 and 10 minute for a push higher. So let's see if we can get this 1 minute pullback. We could potentially enter here on this last 1 minute pullback. If it breaks this low, I'm totally cool with that. Just as long as it doesn't rip further down. So I'm taking the entry here at 497. A little early on this one, I think. Might get a 2 candle pullback here. It's 496, there's 5. Let's see if we can pop back up here. I do want to see it back above 5. That'd be the best thing. So 501. For the next 5 minute to break its high. The next 5 minute high is 510. So as long as this one can finish pretty high, I'm cool with that. There's 505. 10-minute high here is 510. I want to see it potentially at 520 or a rip through 520. That'd be the best. But let's see what it wants to do here. If we can break 510 and then break all the way up to 520. There's 503. Really got to keep a tight stop on this one because I don't want to come in on a flush. 504, 5, 7. See if we can get 9, 10. There's 10. We get a break of 10. Not quite. There's a double top there at 10. 506 now. Another retest. 507. Back to 505. 7 again. 505. 4. So now it's coming back down. So double top there on both the 5 and 10 minute. Still gonna hold. Still relatively strong. See if we get another push here, another attempt. Nope, there's a drop down. Still green on it. I'm in at 97. It's coming back down a little too much at this point though. Losing on commissions already. Still gonna hold it. It's still within our trend line levels. So again, like I said, I've probably gotten a little early on it, but I don't mind. It still has some room to come down. I don't even think I'm in at 97. I'm in at 93, so there's a break lower. So now I'm gonna have to stop out here, try and get out here at 95. You know, I'm gonna stop out on the bid. I'm just gonna hit the bid there. So out there, once it broke that low, well, actually, I don't know. It did touch the trend line and didn't break lower, so I might have just made a mistake there. Stopping out, but this one's finishing pretty low. Let's see if it continues the downtrend. I was expecting a little more from this push here, but it doesn't look like it wants to do it, so that's okay. Let's go to Triple L. Let's see what this one's doing. So LLL resume there. Oh, actually no. It's gonna be a 10-minute halt. So I'm gonna stick around just to see what this one's gonna do, and then after that, I'm basically just gonna leave because it's already time for me to go. But we got about 3 more minutes on this one before it resumes. And actually, FRGE is going to resume here. So let's see what this one wants to do. Okay, it looks like this one's also going to be a 10-minute halt. This one was supposed to resume right now, but this one's also going to be one. So we'll just wait out for LLL and see what it's going to do. So the cool thing is that I actually kept my losses relatively small today. The only thing is the commissions. I took so many trades, the commissions just racked up. It's $52 in commissions, but really a $48 or I'd say like a $50 loss. It's just these commissions just stacked up on me. So that's what kind of sucks about about this thing. Usually my average, I had mentioned this in the comments recently, my average total trade commission value would be about $8.50, somewhere around there. That's basically what I was getting, around like $8.37 I think was the correct amount. So per trade, if you divide that by 2, you know, that's basically what I'm taking every buy or sell order. It's about $4, whatever. So I don't know. It kind of adds up here when you start trading in high amounts or large quantities, especially when you're trading above 300 shares. It starts adding up fast. Like I think for even 500 shares, instead of it being $8.50, it's like $10.50, $11, if not $12 usually per total trade. So a buy and a sell, meaning that each, you know, buy order or sell order would be like $5 or $6 every time. So you're immediately down that much, and if you can't make that up, well then you're just adding that on top of your loss. So it really sucks. And then if you want to take multiple trades, well, now you got to fight the commissions too. Like on DPRO, I'm down $30 and some, you know, so now I really have to make back $50 on one trade compared to, oh well, more than 50 actually, because I'm also going to take another practically $10 loss you know, if I take another trade, it's automatically going to be another $10 commission. So really I have to make about 60 something dollars in one trade. If not, it's just going to start eating away at the profits again. So it's even more difficult to come back than it is to, you know, just even enter a trade here. So that's why timing your entries, you know, it's not always going to be perfect, but getting as good of an entry as you can is your best bet. That's why in my initial trade on DPRO, when I first got in, you know, it was pretty bad. I entered way too high and I knew it too. So there's a break of 5, immediately hit 535, down below 5, and now it's back above. So really nice. We could have definitely bought it at 5 here, just because it held support for a second. But now it's back down. See if we can get back above. I wouldn't trust it right here just because it broke lower. So let's see if we get that 1 minute low break and then a pop back up to 5. Not quite. So holding this low here. I may take an entry, considering it. Trying to get filled at 95, was not filled, unfortunately. So try to get filled at 95 there, did not get filled. See if I can get in on the next 1 minute, but that was a perfect red to green. So what we do know is working for sure at this point, even yesterday, or I think last week even, red to green. So, you know, those are always working. Or this one, just like, this isn't a red to green necessarily. Well, I think it is, but when it pulls back, it's holding this low, whatever, and then it just holds support, and then rips, you know, within the same candle. That's usually the move. Right here, I could take an entry again for a break of 50. But it's already so extended. I'm already done, I think. I should just wrap it up. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. FRGE just got halted as well. That one resumed and got halted again. See if Triple L here does it. We needed to break 6 and hit 622 though. And that's if it even holds 622. I think this one was struggling to even get halted the first time. So whether it's going to do it again, let's see. It's 622. Let's see if it can hold that level up there. It's 22. It's having a hard time. But even if it doesn't hold it, that's pretty bullish. Back down to 93. Look at that. Nice rips on this one. This one's insane. What an awesome stock. Crazy moves on this one. That's awesome. I'm gonna keep recording here for a little bit, but I'm basically done. That's why I'm not trading it. I'm gonna keep recording so I can watch these moves happen and know what opportunities are after 10 usually, because recently it's, you know, everything's been moving after 10. That's what I've also been noticing. We have the biggest moves then. If this gets halted again, that's gonna be insane. I wouldn't trust it up here though. If I were to hold this, I would have probably taken profits right there on that last movement, if not the previous candle. Okay, and now it looks like this one's kind of done at this point. Not done entirely. I'm sure it still has moves to go, but for me at this point in time, it's gonna pull back. Is what it's looking like, and I'm gonna wrap it up. At least I got that huge move on cam recorded here, so we can go ahead and review that. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow for some more trades.